Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, or I've never said this in an intro, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new. I think, I don't really have an active viewer base, but other than Nebu, or I don't know if you say it Nebu. I can't waste time, bro. I only have 9 minutes of screen recording, but I haven't been posting in a while, mostly because I don't really like to post, and when I do post, I want it to be a good video. I want it to be fully edited, and I just don't really get anything that usually clicks. I need to get all the footage. I need to get the right friends to do it, and I also don't like going on my iPad, which is what I use to edit. But I broke my arm. Not a fracture, not a sprain. Full on broke. Both of the bones in my forearm just went splat. I was at I don't know, most of YouTube viewers are American, but I don't know if you've heard of something called a soft play. It's basically like a McDonald's indoor playground. We don't have those, but basically like that. I went over a rolly thing. My arm went towards a corner since it was in an enclosed space, and my body went up against the wall, fell down, crack diddly splat right down my arm, heard a snap. Had to get down nearly entire 10 feet of obstacles, not forwards, but down, and I had to climb down. It was really annoying. And also I was stuck in an enclosed space, so I had to get either through a rolly thing or through a weird tube. So yeah, but anyway, I got down. They took me to a little cottage hospital thingamabobber. I got laughing gas, and I got my X-ray, but I was in too much pain to get a proper one, so we just did it another time. But we didn't get a side X-ray because I was in so much pain. But yeah, I got my cast applied there. Then the next day we had to wake up at 5 a.m. to go to hospital. There was an hour away from me. We had to wait. Actually, no, we didn't have to wait because I was in the emergency thingy. Blah, blah, blah. I was first priority, but yeah, we had to stay there for a little bit. We had to go there at 5 a.m. I think I already said that, but we woke up really early, and I got a 2-hour surgery. 2 metalwork pins inside my arm. And I actually just got it out of the cast today, which is pretty cool. It's pretty neat. It was way dry and way flaky. If you've broken a bone before, you would know. I didn't actually know before this, but now I do. And it's really hurting, and it's just getting really tired. So, luckily, I'm going to bed soon. I'm not soon, but in an hour or two. But yeah, actually, I don't think I'll need that. But since I don't think I'll need that much footage to talk over this, but since I don't want this to just be a 3-minute video, I'm also going to talk about my testimony. Yes, I know, I'm a Christian thing again, but I like spreading the gospel. I like talking about Jesus, and it really, really helps, and yeah. So, by the way, this isn't going to be some crazy Bryce Crawford or who else? Charlie Kirk, realism. It's not going to be anything like that. Just a simple little tick'em-a-bobber. It's nothing serious. I just thought it would be pretty cool. So basically, I've only been a Christian for a year. I was raised in an atheist family. Parents told me atheist things. But yeah, there was a point in my life where I was feeling pretty lonely and purposeless. And yeah, I was a kid. I wasn't really feeling that bad, just slightly depressed and just pretty sad about what was going on. I was there's nothing, really. But yeah, I just started trying out religion so I could find my purpose. But I think I first of all tried out Buddhism. I was doesn't suit me. I don't want to have to meditate every day. Or I know you don't actually have to do that, but yeah. And then, get this, I tried out Islam and I was like, hey, this prayer seems pretty weird. I didn't really know what to do, but then I realized I couldn't eat Greg's sausage rolls. But also I just found out, like, I didn't really feel the presence of Allah, I guess. I didn't feel the presence of anything. I only felt the presence of my purposeless. My purposeless. What? My purposeful. No. My purpose. You know what I'm trying to say. My non-purpose. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. I only felt the presence of my non-purpose. So I sort of just stayed agnostic, or atheist/agnostic. And I was like, if there's a God, I think he'll send me to heaven because I'm a pretty good guy. I mean, I'm a pretty good guy, even though I wasn't. I was not a good guy, but I thought I was a good guy. But still, that doesn't get you to heaven, so I would have been cooked. But fast forward of me just living in my atheist/agnostic lifestyle. Some lady named Miss Wellsby. Shout out Miss Wellsby. Actually, she brought. I don't know if she'll. Hopefully she doesn't see this, but yeah. My Miss Wellsby, she's a teacher at my school. She came in. Oh wait, I can feel the pin inside my arm. Ugh. Anyway, she came into our class and told us about the Old Testament and how much God loved us and how much He did for us. And so I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. I want to be a Christian. And since there's lots of Christians in my area, I learned about it not that quick. I mostly learned off of the internet, which is pretty bad, but like I had no clue how to be a Christian. I was like, oh, I believe in God. I'm going to get to heaven. Even the demons believe. Everybody knows that Bible verse. But yeah, clearly I didn't, but okay, I got to wrap this up because I haven't got much footage left. Basically, probably no one's going to listen, but basically, I just kept evolving, really, like, and I don't really see it, like, at the moment, like, anymore, but, like, I know I'm getting better and better and better and better, because I know I'm getting better, because, like, I can see, like, I look back a few months and I was like, wow, I'm way better, like, I've been looking back at some of my old videos, I get way less angry, I'm way more temperate, I'm way more calm, if I do say so myself, and that's not thanks to me, that's thanks to Jesus. So, yeah, praise God, for getting me out of that sad little position. Oh, also, oh crap, I'm gonna have to record more footage after this. I just want to include this. There was a little time in my life, or in my Christian life, but I was really, 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 really worried about, well, everything. I was just so stressed about going to heaven, my parents going to heaven, my parents going to hell, people, like, going to hell, me not being able to spread the gospel because I was too scared, not reading the Bible enough, not praying enough, and honestly not really doing enough for God. So that was not, like, I would cry hours and hours straight, just begging God not to send me to hell. And this is not joke. I think this is my serious, like, depression stage, I guess. But, like, I was like, stinking sad every single day. Like, I would be like, today I'm not gonna cry at 8 o'clock. I would just cry, like, before bed. And so I wouldn't be able to get sleep. I would just worry so much about my parents going to hell. But a few months later, my mum actually became Christian. And also, I wanted to add something in. One of my friends was talking to me about my broken arm, and I was talking to him as well. And he knows I'm a Christian, and he grew up in a pretty depressing Catholic school, but yeah, who was, like, really horrible to his autistic brother because he was autistic and they didn't give him, like, proper treatment. They were just mean to everybody else, and also they taught him very wrong things, but I don't want to make this video too long. But anyway, he was talking to me about religion, and I was like, thank you, man, but do you really mean that? And he said, yeah, although I'm not a Christian. And I said, I encourage you to just try it. Like, I just said, please, 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 please. And now, he's a Christian. He's learning. Definitely learning. He still says OMG, but G-O-D, but he tries to say oh my gosh instead. He tries not to get as angry. And really, he's praying in the mornings, trying to pray in the evenings at the right moment. He doesn't have a Bible because, like, his parents also are really traumatized, so he's going to read the Bible online. But yeah, he's doing really good, and I'm very proud of him. So yeah, he's a lot older than me. He's like 2 years older. So yeah. But he's pretty chill. He's really, really chill, and yeah, he's really doing good, and he's evolving pretty quickly. My mom is also a really good Christian now. She's gotten a lot better, so yeah. Anyway, that's my testimony, plus how I broke my arm and why I didn't post in like ages. Also, I can do editing while I have a broken arm. But it's out of the cast. Hopefully, in a few weeks, should be able to be doing stuff with it. Peace out, guys. Praise God, and hope Jesus is with you. If you're not a Christian, I encourage you to become a Christian. But yeah. See you guys.